Okay, as you can see, I'm about to start this tutorial. Today's project is a basic romper. So we're going to start off with a simple tan top. I would suggest you get a nice fitted tan top. Um, Fold the fabric in half, salvage edges, again salvage edges, and place your shirt on top. Make sure it's I'm using a knit jersey material, so something stretch. Um, Place your shirt on top and cut around, leaving an inch for seam allowance. Okay, so let's start cutting. Now, as you can see, it's cut. I cut the top, cut the top, now an inch around the edges for seam allowance. So what you're gonna do now is remove your pattern and separate one piece from the other and fold the top piece over. So that way you could cut a deeper cut around the neck for the front of the top of your romper. Just like that. Simple. Don't have to, just make sure you lift and cut. Simple. About 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches, all depends on what you want. I'll do my 3 inches below, right up to the top of the sleeve. Okay? Okay. There we go. So now you see you got the front lower, back higher. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna stitch here, about 5/8 of an inch, seam allowance, stitch the sides down, and we'll be right back. Okay, so let me make sure you can see here. I sewed along the sides, top of the shoulders, and next side all the way down. So that's the top of your romper. Let's put that to the side. Now we're gonna do the bottom. And like I said, simple. For the bottom, what you could use is you could get a fitted pair of jeans, fold it in half, and let's cut it out. So again, gonna make sure the fabric is still folded. Let me fix the fabric. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use these simple pair of jeans, fitted, just simple, you know, fold it in half. Make sure you fold from the crotch seam, fold it in half, very easily. Okay, so we can bring out, it's just perfect. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay, so you place it on the fabric, and you're gonna cut long all the way up, a little past the waist, of course, just a little bit past the waistline, and then you're just gonna flip it over, just like that, and cut down the other side. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so, and I'll cut it all the way down on one side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, just like that. Flip it over, flip it over, and I'm going to cut it on the other side. Okay? So, here we go. Alright, so here we go. Flip it on the other side. Take your pattern, take your pants pattern off, and it's the back. one side is the back. So the back is always deeper, so you're gonna cut like an inch and a half off one side. So with my scissors, I'm gonna take an inch and a half off of one side for the okay. There we go. Um, you're gonna sew here, and you're gonna sew here. So you're gonna sew this side, and you're gonna sew this side, and we'll be right back. Okay. So now, see, we've sewn this side, and we have sewn this side. Now you want to, in the middle, just separate it and fold it in half the opposite way. I'm going to show you 1 second. Okay, so after you do that, you're going to pick it up from the middle and fold it the opposite direction, which is going to allow your pants to look like this. And after your pants look like this, you're going to put a simple straight stitch from all the way down the legs. All the way down the legs, complete legs, and we'll be right back. as you can see, sew the middle. So now your pins are pretty much finished. If you want, you could try them on, but I'm just gonna go through this tutorial so I get it finished. So that's your pants. Now you go back and you get your top, which is right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up our top part. Okay, so we'll turn our top part inside out. Turn it right side out. Okay. Turn your top part right side out, and okay, so I'll have it right side out, and you're gonna make sure I know the back from the front. Okay. Now, when you doing this part here, you gotta make sure you get the back from the front of the pants. And the back of the pants, because you cut that 1.5 off the first one side, it's gonna be longer. So you make sure you find the longer part and know that's your back. So you get the part of the shirt that you did the deeper cut, and make sure that part is facing down, since that's the way we're working. Make sure that pants is facing down. Top goes upside down and down. And then you're gonna push it inside the pants and you're gonna connect the waist together. So let's do that now. Now after you get inside out, I got both sides here, the top and the bottom. You're gonna sew around the whole thing. Pull it as you go, because it's a stretch material, so stretch it a little bit while you're sewing it so you don't get that, get that room, so you can pull it up on you. So back to the machine and you're gonna pull it around, okay? after you did that, you see, when you're sewing it, you leave like 2 inches. I left like 2 inches off the top, so you could you're gonna have to trim. I normally trim the bottom piece, the pans. You trim, open it up, and you trim the extra off the. I mean, you could choose to either trim the pans or the top portion of it, but you trim it off all the way around, leaving just one so it's not too puffy and bulky after you make the casing for the elastic. So you're gonna trim, see, it's one side, it's two sides. So this is the top side, this is the pan side. I like to choose to trim the pan side off. So I'm gonna trim the pan side off, and then you're gonna simply bend this down and stretch as you sew, and sew another stitch all the way around again, leaving a space for the elastic to go through, or opening. Don't close it all the way. About, I'll say, half an inch to an inch, all depends on the size elastic you want to use. Like to use like a half-inch elastic. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, so I did the casing for the elastic right here, and now you could turn it right side out. Hold it and make sure you looking at just what I'm doing. Now I got my daughter to help me with this camera, so you might be able to get a little more better picture.
It's purple, but it looks.
Thanks. Now what we doing? Okay, so here we go. Right side out. Open it up. Ooh. Got a nice picture, Ellie? Alright. That's the front of the romper. Now what we're gonna do is right here is where we did that extra cut, whatever extra thread you got showing. Of course you want it to be neat. And right here is where we're gonna put the elastic for the. We made the casing. We're gonna put the elastic right here on the waist. But first we're gonna hem everything up and give it a nice finish. So we're gonna hem around the sleeve and around the neck. And since this is stretch material and it is a romper, which means you gotta pull it out from your legs up first. You gotta move around. Make sure that you see the way my hand is pointing. That's where you get it. We're gonna cut. Make sure you cut the neck, not too deep, but deep enough where it stretches and you could get it up. So let's hem the armhole and the neck hole, and we're gonna hem the legs. So and run the elastic, and then we'll finish and see what's up. So we'll be right back. I'm gonna hold it, sweetie, and you're gonna face the. I'm gonna cut my neck a little lower. I want my neck a little lower. So I'm gonna cut it just maybe another 2 inches. Just my preference. So now that's what we got. Beautiful. Pull it off a little bit. My daughter's working with me, and this is like our first video, so we're not great at everything yet, but we're gonna get it together real soon. So now I'm gonna hem the neck and the armholes and the legs, and face the camera to the machine. And so
Too much
not
light.
me, to the machine. Okay, so we're gonna hem on there. Alright. I like to hem with a zigzag stitch. It's up to you. Oop, needle broke. Oh, my thread broke with the needle. Are you facing the machine? Okay. So, thread my needle really quick. And I did. Perfect. You gotta do be too close, Elena. I got it so. Alright, so now let's do the hemming. The armhole, neck hole, and the legs. Then we're gonna run the elastic and we're done. So fold like 1/2 inch. It's not the type of material that's gonna be all messy on the edges. So if you don't have a serger, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna sew. I stretch it a little bit while you're sewing, so it just works better for me. Now we're gonna do the armholes. Finish. Now we're gonna do the armholes. Here we go. Back stitch. And one more armhole. Okay, so the next armhole. Okay. Alright, and now all we're gonna do now is get some elastic. Got elastic right here. And you're gonna measure whatever size your waist is. Let's use this one. Whatever size your waist is, you're gonna measure your waist and pull the elastic to your preference. Measure your waist and cut. And there you go. Get some of the elastic with it. Use a safety pin. Safety pin. Put this elastic pin in here. I got a lot of everything. So now we're gonna go on the inside and gonna find the opening that you left, which is right here. And we're gonna run the elastic. Okay, you run that elastic all the way through till you get back to where you started. Just get us up, you could separate it a little bit. And do that until a little challenging, a little thick. It's not too thick, but it ain't the thinnest material to work with. But just take your time and work the elastic through. So then when you get to where the seams are, you might get stuck. You just gotta keep working the pin through, and it will find an opening. Because after all, there's one in there. So, okay, now we're back to the beginning. And what you do is connect the elastic, quick stitch, I like these a little tighter, so I normally, it's a bad habit every time I cut the elastic, which is wasteful, but every time I cut the elastic I always stitch a couple times, up, take it out, and so now the elastic is done. You just pull it through. Nice. As you can see, when you're done now, you close up the space that you run the elastic through. We're gonna try this on, and we'll be right back. See you at the end result. Stay right here. Stay there. You don't take my face. And this is the end result. So, got a nice simple romper, and good to go. Hope you liked it. Look out for some more tutorials. Next trip we'll be making most likely a nice maxi skirt. So, excuse my first video. This is my first time. I'm learning. I'm gonna get better, but I hope you enjoy. Bye. Stop.